Short here, we've basically been breaking down for most of the session. Took a couple of shorts, or took a couple of trades earlier, didn't record them, but I'm up 161 for the session so far. And so we basically had a good break underneath this value area. Pull back up into it. We haven't quite come into the bottom edge of this value, so if we do break up through these highs and push up into this sort of supply area, which is sitting at the bottom edge of this value, I'll look to take another short, and I'm just going to look for a break of these lows for a continuation move. I added a little bit more to this trade. Didn't quite get the fill I wanted there, but this is a good situation. We've broken through these highs on this pin bar here, and if you have a look at the volume that came in on this bar, increased volume, we broke above top edge of this value, challenging the bottom edge of this range. We're getting a nice drop back down into the range, so I would basically be looking for this now to hold as supply and see if we can hold this area now, and then get all these lows. I'm just targeting a break of the low here. I'll let it come back up one more time to see if we want to break this high deep into this supply and drop. At this point, I'm going to reduce my risk further down above this high volume node, but I'd be happy if it just wants to go now at this point. So we're still pushing up higher into this supply. We've got some good volume coming in at these highs as we push up. So we'll see what sort of price action we get up into this supply zone. It may even want to test all the way up into this point of control. That's okay. I'd rather it sort of try up into the low edge of this value and then drop back into this range. If we do get a nice push up and then a drop back into this general range, I'll add one more position to it, and then I'll get my stop under the high. And I'm still going to target a break of all these lows. Generally, if we drop back into this range, I would expect the top end of the range to hold, and then for us to work down to the bottom edge of the range. So we'll see what happens. Alright, we're starting to try and get the breakdown a little bit here now, so I'm going to start reducing my risk down. I think I'll go above this high, so I'm reducing quite a lot of risk now. Just looking for these lows to break, and then I'll be basically following the supply down as we drop. So we've really now got this larger area of supply here where we have the try up. There we go. So I'm going to go to break even now, and I'm going to potentially start looking to get some off here. Hopefully we can just flush lower. Yep. Okay.
Order filled. Order filled.
Great. Yeah, done. So that was a quick trade, nice drop. Pretty good context. We had a lower day for most of the session, had a nice break up and then a good imbalance back down and break through. So I was just basically trading the test of the bottom edge of this high volume area, and just looking for a small imbalance within that range. So we created this volume area here, this auction price couldn't get above. We finally popped above, dropped back in, one last try, and then a nice drop down through. The top edge of that supply held, so this is the tiny area of supply here. That then held, and then we flushed all of these lows. So these were all weak lows, they weren't really tested, and we had all of this volume above us as support for this trade idea, and up 336 for the day. So that's good. I'm going to lock myself out here, and that was a nice green day.